I'm going to make a bit of an assumption here and say I've probably already done an intro for this. So, yeah, okay. Basically, what I've got here is an old Devil's Dare machine, Gottlieb pinball machine. I don't know if that's how you say it. Actually, already taken apart parts to the machine. I see the glass is not on. You got a bunch of old bulbs in there. Basically, what I'm talking about here is we're going to be doing some basic repairs on this thing. I'm going to take this panel off here. Behind it, there are some bulbs that we're going to be replacing. And then after that, we're going to be removing these rubber pads here. I'm going to set the mic down for a second. I hope this sounds kind of okay. I'm in a cement box, pretty much. So let me just go ahead and remove that there. There's actually a keyhole up in this general. Let me see, lean out of the way so you can see it. Thankfully, that's already unlocked. I don't have to deal with that. You just have to lift up. Point the camera. I'm going to move the camera every now and then, and it's going to be kind of awkward, but you can see down there the front opens up. That's the front panel. You put in coins, etc. And inside, there's actually a key hook where got a little key there. We just put that in there and carefully move this glass panel off someplace where it won't break. Should have. There it is. I've already bought a few boxes of these, and you can kind of see the difference here, or maybe you can't. So you can kind of see here that there are some white bulbs and some of them that are old and burnt out. Now there's also holes there, and that's what we're going to be filling today, because for now most of the ones that are in there that look burnt out actually still work. So we're just going to be replacing a few of them. Alright, so I've set the microphone down here, and hopefully you can still hear it okay. You can kind of see them. They've got these little notches on the side, and basically there's one on either side, and there are these little like L-shaped hooks on the socket in there, and you just slide that on in, give it a little push and turn, and then that stays. Let's get, maybe that one there is a good one to place. And then we got 3 here, so we're gonna try and line that up there as well. And then most of the time they're actually off, the ones in the board, so it becomes a bit harder to tell if they're burnt out or not. I have a manual for it, and there is some sort of a sequence of things I can do to turn all the lights on and off to basically tell if they're burnt out or not. I think I've left that manual upstairs, and so we're just going to be forgetting about it for now. And it looks like most of them are fine. It's hard to tell on the camera, but basically they're all in and they're all working. Except for the ones that don't turn on because the machine isn't lighting them. Because, yeah, it's fine. Just the ones that aren't being lit, they're supposed to not be lit. So we're not going to worry about those. I do kind of wonder sometimes about that one right there. All the others are fine at 0, you can see, but that one's got I don't know if that one's got issues or what that is. Maybe I think it might start up fine when we play a game or something. But yeah, if you've never seen one of these pinball machines before, let me just show you a bit of the art here. We're going to kind of do a flyover. You get the different stuff on here. You get the bumpers, and then that's actually a pit trap there, but it's been taped up because there's some sort of issue with the, I forget what it's called, but there's some sort of metal rod with a coil around it, and when electricity runs through that coil, it launches the rod at a high speed. The next thing we're going to be doing is simple repairs on these little rubber bands. You can kind of see they're really kind of fraying here, and you can see the top one there that I've already replaced. So yeah, we're just going to be looking at a few of those, and then also this thing that is taped up, the cover for that goes actually over the back plate, which is not supposed to. It's actually supposed to be under it. So we're going to be repairing that today as well. I'll show you guys the underside of this as well, but let me turn it off. I'm pretty tall, so it's kind of hard to fit me and it in frame at the same time, but that's okay. Now, I don't know if this is standard, but there is, for at least this model, a latch that is in the coin tray just underneath, and we just pull that back and then lift this up. Now I'll give you guys a bit of a look at what it looks like under one of these things. I believe that is the tilt sensor. This is kind of what I was talking about earlier. These metal coils, electricity runs through them. They launch the metal rod, which hits something that bumps the ball around. You get the bottom side of the bumpers, etc., if you've never seen the inside of these. But down here is some stuff that is, honestly, looks like a fire hazard. I don't know how much you can see of that. I don't really have a flashlight on me. I don't know why I don't have a flashlight on me. Left my phone, and that was kind of like the plan. I'm back, so we're gonna get a real nice shot of what's going on in here. You can kind of see those metal coil things right there. It's got there you go. Basically, what I think that is some sort of device to change the wall current that comes out of the outlet into something that this machine can use. At least that's my assumption. To be fair, I'm not an electrician, so yeah. It does kind of look like the wires are old and faded, and honestly, this entire machine looks kind of like a fire hazard, but you know, I'm not a rich man, so yeah, that's not getting fixed. Alright, we'll shut that back up there, and there you go, that's the coin thing. You can kind of see all those coins that just drop right into that box. It's not real fancy, but you know, it gets the job done. And I've actually also replaced the little rubber tip on. Oh, what the fuck? What? No. Oh, damn it! Is there? Oh, the fucking rubber's cracked. God damn it! I just prepared that. Fuck. It's a bit tough to get out there, but so you can kind of see all the different boards in there, and they're little interesting little things. This one's actually had a bit of an issue there. That is actually a burnt up Zener diode. I was thinking about getting that replaced, and I even got replacement parts for that specifically. However, I talked to someone, and they thought that if I replaced it, it would just burn up again and be a fire hazard. Maybe not that it isn't a fire hazard, but yeah. The only other thing back here is this row of lights here you can kind of see. And then you can also see the fact that it's exposed wire, which is interesting. They had different designs for different generations of circuit boards in these old pinball machines, and I believe this is a Gottlieb Type B. I don't remember the exact name, as it's been a while. I guess we're going to get to the main event here, I suppose you could call it. Basically, replace any of these old pieces of fraying rubber here. Starting with this piece here, which I've already replaced the top one. I've got a nice little bag here of different types of rubber loops, basically. I'll probably include a link in the description to the light bulbs that I've been getting here. I probably won't include a link to this because I honestly bought that a long time ago and I don't remember where I got it from. And we're just going to remove each of these little things. They're basically like nuts, and they're on the back of these screws. And we're going to be removing them slowly and carefully, and there we go. So there we go, and now this just lifts off. And there we are. And you can see here we've got the first one I put on. Looks like we've got two, just so happens to be the right size. We're going to take this off and kind of take a closer look at it. It's frayed, but it's not too horrible. Now, I could live with this one, to be honest with you. It's not too bad.
but it's lost a lot of that elasticity, and if it were to get frayed more over the course of another, I don't know, 7 years or so, I'm sure it would fall apart like I don't know. So there you go, that's already looking better. It should be good to go to put this back on there. Now I do also have these little red rings, which I'm not entirely sure where they go. Given the color, I assume they match with these machine bumpers here, but I don't have any way to confirm that, so I can't really tell if that's where these are supposed to go or not, and I'm just going to leave that off. You can see that kind of there, it's got a little bit of frayed rubber. Unfortunately, my camera doesn't really autofocus, it's a webcam, so yeah, we'll take what we can get. Alright, so yeah, we can start removing this here now. And there we are. Very easy to get off, very easy to repair. We're going to just take this off there. Yeah, if you see if you can get a closer look at this. This one's actually not bad either. I could just leave that on there. I don't know how many of these rubber bands, how long they're gonna go. This one's not too bad. But yeah, we'll definitely replace that other one. That's definitely got a lot more wear and tear on it, so to speak. Put that right there. We'll link this one up and over. There we go. Easy fix. We're going to take these off next. This is the one on the left. We got another one over there on the right. Get these rubber bands swapped out. I already lost one here because that one was so bad it frayed and broke before I even had a chance to get this stuff for it. So we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing. Make sure you get a nice tight grip on these so you don't scratch them up too bad. You can actually see there's a few more of these bulbs in there. And you gotta be careful of those, you don't want to break any of them. We're gonna swap these ones, I think all of them out, because frankly they take a beating anyways and you want them to be elastic. So yeah, we're just gonna take these, get them swapped out if I can. Okay. So anyways, I don't have rings. I don't have enough rings for this. Oh boy. I didn't realize that when I started this here. Actually, you know what? No, these don't fit anyways. Are these? These it? Ah, they're awfully tight, aren't they? Well, I guess that seems right. Yeah, I suppose. I'm not a pinball machine designer, so what do I know? I'm sure they had their reasons. And there we go, band 2. Not too bad. You see the way it hits this, and I assume these two are the sensors, right? They look like it. You can see they've got those two little prongs on there where they hit each other and the connection meets. Oh, my battery's on my laptop's running low. We'll have to wrap this up here. Actually, before my camera and my batteries die on my laptop, I want to show you guys over here. I actually have 2 machines here. This first one, Devil's Dare, and then this other one over here, Space Invaders. Now, the thing about the Space Invaders game is it's a lot harder to work on, and frankly, I don't want to touch it at all. It's broken, so you can't really play it like you can the Devil's Dare pinball. Even if a few things are broke, it still mostly works. It just kind of screeches really, really loudly if you turn it on, so we're not going to do that. And basically, there's a reason I don't want to work on it at all, and that's... You kind of see in there? Yeah, so basically Space Invaders is just kind of way out of my depth here, so yeah, we're not messing with that one at all. Alright, we're going to be fixing this, just like I said we would. First, we're going to get these bands off here, and we're going to fix this here before... Hopefully before my battery dies again. This is just a normal flathead screwdriver. You can see that. There's a few screws here. I wonder if I can get those out easy. I got 2 more here, and then I should be able to remove this. There's been a suspicious lack of videos on the channel here. I'm going to be getting some replacement parts for a computer. Well, my main computer anyways. I'm going to switch over from my pre-built that I've had since 2019, and I'm going to get a new one here that I'm going to be building myself. And that's going to be my first computer build. And I'm going to be working on that, and there should be a video that will come out whenever I decide to actually get the parts, get it all ordered, and start assembling. There should be an assembly video that comes up at some point here in the future once I get all the stuff I need. That'll be a fun one, I think. Or a horrible one, depending on how badly I fuck it up. And there we are. And now this should just lift up here. There we go. Alright. Looks like there's some lights in there too. That's interesting. I don't understand what the point of that would be. Well, I guess backlighting for this, that would make sense. But yeah, this got taped up. I guess this would be the one that slides forward. You can kind of see it. From the looks of it, it looks like it should launch it straight out and along this path here and out that way. Ooh, that's pretty bad there. I wonder if I can... this one, maybe? I'd have to unscrew that too, though. I don't know, I might leave that one for another day. This is probably the only video I'm going to make based around this pinball machine here, as you know, most of the content for that is just going to look the same as what I've been doing here. I guess this would be kind of like my first IRL video, huh? That's kind of interesting. Most people go vlogging. I guess we're repairing a pinball machine, huh? Not what I would have thought my first IRL video would be, but that's okay. Now we saw earlier that the old bumper over there for the balls to launch through the chute there, it got torn. But here, let me show you the one I replaced. There we go. It's looking a bit worse for wear, you see. That's kind of like what I thought would need replacing, but man, this one's held up a lot better than the one I just put in there, that's for sure. That one's, you know how many times I've used that one? Probably less than 20. Maybe the rubber is not as good a quality as I thought it was. Or maybe it's just chance, you never know. I know it's not really what I usually make for content, but I think, you know, any type of content, I'll usually try it at least once, right? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna finish up here and then I guess go home.